What's going on? What's going on, everybody? This is Club 50 Sports. As always, here with my best friend, Manny C. I am A-Dub, and we got some sports to talk about. But first, go ahead, say hello to the man of the hour. Manny, what's up?
Yes, Adam. We're back. We're back. Another week, another show, and we're here, Adam. I'm Manny, and that is my homie, Adam of 30 years, Adam. So what we got going on today, sir? Talk to us.
Let's go. Let's go. The New York Knicks, after reaching the Eastern Conference Finals and being dismissed by the Indiana Pacers in a old school rivalry, they lost that series 4-2. And shortly after that, we learn that Tibbs, as they call him, Tom Thibodeau, is out as the New York Knicks head coach after winning 51 games and leading them to the third overall seed in the Eastern Conference. He's out. We're not sure who's in, but what we want to talk about is ultimately what led to this dismissal. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to you, Manny. What do you think was the cause for the firing of Tibbs in
I
New
don't
York?
think this really caught me by surprise, Adam. Um, the firing. Man, you the New York Knicks made the Eastern Conference Finals, Adam, after 25 seasons, Adam. Man, Adam, that was a long time ago. Me and you were probably still in high school around that time, or even about to be done with high school. That's a long time ago, sir. And like you just said right now, you went back to back 50 game seasons. Um, you beat the Boston Celtics, which no one thought that they were gonna beat them. I At least I didn't. I think that was gonna be like a little 5 game series. I was wrong. They could say something about Jalen Tatum going down. I think the Knicks would have still beat them because I think they had, for some reason, they were playing better at them than the Boston Celtics this season at them. Then they go to game one. This happens. Missed throws, missed free throws by a couple of Knicks players. They lose game one. I think this could have gone, if that doesn't happen, this could have been a 7 game series, Adam. Some people say it was the players that wanted him out. Some people say that they wanted it a different voice, the owner. But this really caught me by surprise, Adam. I don't think that he should have gotten fired. I think he did a great job, a magnificent job. He didn't request for the Knicks to trade 5 first round picks for Michael Bridges, who is not even an all star. And then you trade for Cat. Okay, Cat did pretty good in the playoffs, but he ain't on damn well. So this really caught me by surprise, Adam. I'm still thinking about this and dissecting this of how in the world is this dude unemployed? Very weird, Adam. This is very weird, Adam. What do you say to that?
Um, there's a few things, but there's one major thing that led to this. I'll say this: in my
Yeah,
opinion, the Knicks exceeded expectations. Nobody expected them to be
right.
Boston this year,
Yeah,
and yes, as you brought up, there was that whole um, Jason Tatum injury, but they were already about to win that game and take a commanding 3-1 lead in that series.
correct.
Not to mention, they walked the Celtics down in game one and game two after trailing by 20 points in both of those games, respectively. Um, that's number one. That's one reason why you say that Tibbs should ultimately stay, just due to the fact that, in my opinion, making it to the Eastern Conference Finals was exceeding expectations. Because at the beginning of the year, we expected them to be in the Eastern Conference Finals until Cleveland came out blazing, you know, to a great start, 15-0 to start the season. And then we started kind of changing who we thought were going to be the lead dogs in the East. And we came down to the fact that it was going to be the Cavaliers and Boston, both who lost in the semifinal, semifinal rounds. Um, but the fact of the matter is that he is out because of Leon Rose, who
Mhm.
traded all of those picks and didn't get him a deep enough bench because you need a deep bench to make a long playoff run. We all understand that as basketball fans. But the number one reason that he's out is Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges, once he brought up the fact that once Mikal Bridges turned into blue from remember the Titans, we need a water break. Once he brought that into the public forum, and once that became a conversation, that they needed a water break and that they needed a blow and that they needed to sit down and that they were playing too many minutes. And this coming from a guy who's played 82 games multiple times in his career, a modern day Iron Man, if you will. He does not miss games unless he's injured. He plays uh, most seasons, 70 plus games. For that guy to come out and say, we need a water break, that was damning to Tom Thibodeau. It brought that to the public. It brought conversation surrounding that. It was this whole um, scandal or whether or not there was a conversation between them. Tibbs said that there was no conversation. Mikal Bridges said that there was a conversation about him saying that they needed more time to rest. And ultimately, you cannot win a championship with your players playing extensive minutes, especially when the intensity goes up in the playoffs. Indiana was playing 11 deep. They were playing 6 to 7 deep. Now, I think that they may have had a better chance this year bringing back the same team if they would have come back with Harkenstein and if they would have come back with Julius Randle and if they would have had DiVincenzo. Because
Correct.
that
Yes.
team played some defense and it was a much deeper team where they could at least go to 8 to 9 players in the lineup. But what ultimately cost Tibbs his job was Mikal Bridges. That conversation, that coming out, that being brought to the public, took out Tibbs. And one other thing that took out Tibbs is the fact that Mike Malone is now available. And I don't think they make a move unless a championship caliber coach was available to go out there and covet and court. And I think that that'll be the New York Knicks move. I think that they'll be going after Mike Malone, and we'll see how that goes.
That's a great point, uh, Mr. Wilson. I think I definitely agree with you on the Mike Malone thing. Adam, um, he's out there. Adam, there's and also Budenholzer too. He's out there too. There's a couple of great coaches out there, and that they could land. But we'll see what happens, Adam. And I only time will tell. But I think Tibbs will be back coaching next season. I think he's gonna get another gig with something else. But Adam, I agree with a lot of all your points. Michael Bridges with his water break.
We need some water, coach. We need a break.
The water coach.
We're going to do up downs until Mikal Bridges is no longer thirsty
Thirsty.
or tired.
All right, guys. Let us know what you think. Um, Comment on the bottom and let us know why you think that Tibbs got fired, guys. And please stay tuned. And Club 50 Sports will be right back.